Warning: the following game is rated M for mature for the following reasons of blood and gore, partial nudity, and violence. The commentary partly reflects upon that aspect, containing vulgar language, swearing, and of course, more swearing. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, and welcome to Ghost Dragon Gaming. My name is Daedra Victorious Soul.
And I'm the Terminator.
Back everyone to Dark Souls 2.
Scholar of the First Sin.
Yep.
Last time we began making our way back down the sanctum.
And this time we'll be finding out who's the one singing.
Dragon's Rest.
So hidden back here is a summon sign for Benhart.
Oh hey, the last
Yes.
one we need for him.
Exactly. And as a precaution, I'm going to summon in the other person too. Just in case to help draw some aggro, so that way it's not just Benhart fighting against this.
Yeah.
If he dies, I'm going to warp out with H-Feather.
Steelheart Ellie. It's not going to be another one of those song demons, is it?
What?
The frog thing?
Oh,
with
no.
Okay, good. One of those is enough for a lifetime. Hello.
You do not deserve the life.
Kidding. Monologue. I'm just going to get the free damage.
The Squalid Queen?
Not too bad, as you can see here. Problem is, she can summon stuff. And I want to target the summons. The reason why we want to do that is because she can summon different stuff. Skeletons are one of the worst things to summon, to be honest. There's so many. They're all dead. Good. Essentially, if you kill all of her summon stuff, then there's a good chance that she'll wind up doing it, respawning them again. Oh god. Worst one. She summoned Belstad. Oh my god!
Hey, did not see that one coming. We might be redoing this fight.
Potentially. Lucky now. Nope. And he's still alive. I spam. Cut her off, quick! Oh, fucking hell. No, I can't, because I'm cheating for myself then. Oh, Ellie! You screwed me over. Ah, whatever.
So...
No, Benhart here. We tried. No, I got a one shot though. Or one attempt. I mean, there is something I can do with the bonfire aesthetic, because if I redo a boss, technically speaking, well, not boss, let me explain. If I use a bonfire aesthetic to respawn a boss,
You can bring them in and...
yeah.
Okay.
So it's not all lost.
Huh?
Yeah, there's another boss.
Oh dear.
A boss after a boss. What a twist.
I thought it was a little too easy.
But yeah, she can summon Velstad.
What else can she summon?
A bunch of swines and pigs and the skeletons you saw. Essentially, if you kill the summon, however, it goes right back into the summoning pool.
And she can just summon everything all at once at some
But you
point.
need to kill all of the skeletons. Otherwise, she'll have a chance of bringing out one of the other two.
Oh dear.
Exactly.
Seriously did not see Velstad coming.
No one does. There's a joke someone made once where the guy was like, okay, enough of the Velstads. I have too many. There's too much supply. There's no demand for them at all right now. The market for Velstad has officially crashed. I don't blame the guy for getting angry. As I'm gonna level up my attunement.
Hello, Jolene.
I'm gonna need 2 more to get 1 slot, basically.
Well, you're almost there. Might be able to get it after the next boss.
Probably. Technically speaking, with the witch's hat, I have 1 already. But the thing is, if I remove the witch hat, I lose that slot.
Right, you want a more permanent one.
For the time being, however, I will attune my 1 spell slot with what I usually use 9 times out of 10. Repair.
Oh.
I know that it doesn't get affected much by upgrading the Black Witch staff. It does the same amount of repair efficiency. But at the same time, when I start leveling up my character and build more and have more spell slots, I like having like fire spells sometimes, or some other stuff, or lightning. It's a lot of work with this one. This one was bad. Because in order for you to upgrade how many uses of a spell that you have in this, you need to upgrade your attunement. The higher your attunement, the more spells you have.
Isn't that the same with the first one?
First one as well, yeah. But the thing is that usually with magic builds, you can very easily do that. The problem is there's so many things you gotta work with. You're either a glass cannon or you're not. Pick your pick. And me, I don't do glass cannon builds.
Seem to be doing one just fine here.
I'm not a glass cannon, that's the thing. I have the steel ring of protection helping me out here. It's not even the +2 variant of the ring. So, we're gonna get Transcendent Eddie here. I think that was his name.
Yeah, Transcendent Eddie.
And we're gonna get Abbess Viva.
What are these names?
I don't know. Alright, we're ready.
So, I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say, dragon? The one that was flying out earlier?
So you can't cut off his tail by the way. If you're melee build, it'll live bottom.
Why?
He'll start flying around once for all.
Does he give you a weapon?
No. That's only Dark Souls 1 that did that.
And there's not really much point in doing that. Aside from making the fight hard.
Well, technically yes and no. To some people it makes it easier if they're not melee. So Sim here deals fire and toxic with his breath attacks. And they linger.
For a while.
Uh-huh. By the way, that's the spear that you're through.
Yeah, I can see that.
But actually, there's a story behind that I can give later.
Like after you beat him later, or
After I do them.
okay. Wasn't sure if there were more bosses you had to get.
Oh, no, this is like the last boss down there.
Huh.
Really loves flying around right now. Missed twice. I just realized something. I forgot to cook the salad. Cook the carrots. Cable's almost dead. I think honestly, if he even gets like poked in the shoulder.
Where else goes back?
Speaking, if you wind up cutting off his tail, though, you definitely do that with attack. It has it all on its own. Fire came out of nowhere.
It's a good thing you got high magic resistance.
And fire resistance. That's the more important part.
Well, I mean, it's a fire spell. Technically, spells or magic.
No.
You know what I mean.
I know you meant, but the thing is, it only deals fire damage. It's not magic. He does not deal additional magic. There we go. Just like that, we got one whole DLC done.
Alright. Also, I swear there was an item right here somewhere.
Yeah, this one. Oh wait, I just realized something.
What?
I'm gonna have to come back and grab that in one moment. I just realized I forgot to do something so we can have a bit more context behind the story. I'm gonna need to do one little tiny thing. Don't worry. You can come right back and grab it. It's right over there, see?
Okay.
I almost forgot about this completely because I've been so busy with, you know, like, oh, hey, let me just go ahead and...
The undead ditch?
Yes. I was mostly focusing on it, though, because it's like, let me get this done. I want to get this part of the DLC finished with. It's poison. It sucks. You know how it goes, right?
Hey, I get it, but like, what's over here that's so important for it?
Well, you'll see. You'll see. Because I don't care anymore. I'm just going to run all the way down here. guys will try to hurt me, but I'm too fast for them.
All the way back where Velstad was?
And with Vendrick here. We're not fighting him, don't worry. But the thing is, with the Mist Heart,
With all of... Groupie.
memory of the king. Vendrick, before he fully went hollowed.
Your Majesty?
Seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. I am Vendrick, ruler of Drang Lake. As flame rises, so does it fade. Such is the way of things. Do you intend to link the fire? Then you must first take the throne. Prove your worth. Find the ancient crowns. Seek adversity, and they will be yours. And your wishes granted. And your wishes.
I just wanted to get that little nugget of context out of him. He's the one that advises you
To find crowns.
to go into the DLCs, basically. Seek adversity. What's the one thing in front of every single entranceway into this place? That one will face the adversities befitting a monarch.
Right, with all those... Right, the tablets.
And it is here, inside of Sin's rest. This was the place in which that they built around as he slept and slumbered. And it is here we get the crown of the sunken king. A faint heat lingers in the ancient crown. So I can begin going through the lore of this location while also at the same time going back to talk with Vendrick, because he does actually have stuff that he'll say more now that we have one of the crowns.
I'm guessing there's 4 crowns? How many?
3.
Oh.
The thing is, technically speaking, I like to add in Vendrick's crown because, you know,
Yeah.
we've conquered his kingdom in a sense. So, what do you want to know?
Alright, what was the lady doing down there singing?
So, the thing with Alana is that she was once betrothed to the king of that land.
The Sunken King.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At one point in time, she and her king ruled the Sanctum grounds. Their place built around the dragon.
Okay.
And they prospered for quite a long time. It was a prosperous kingdom, one of which no one would even bother with fighting.
Alright.
Mostly because of the dragon in there. The thing with Sin is, as you saw those spear piercing through him, as the dragon slept and slumbered, a poison would build up inside of him. Not harmful to the dragon. The dragon was completely fine. No harm whatsoever. The problem is the Drake Knights. The Drakeblood Knights would lay siege upon the very kingdom and win, in a sense. I'll continue in 1 second.
Seeker of fire, deliverer of crowns. What do you see in the flames? Find the crowns and your own answers. The crowns hold the strength of lords from times long past. Seek adversity, as befits you, seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. I am no king. I am more fit to be a jester. I was unaware of my own blindness. We are feeble vessels with feebler souls. We would cast aside the prop of life only to face greater hardship. Are you another such fool? Or something more? I fail to see your design, young moth. But I see very little these days.
No, it's just repeating. Oh, I want to find something funny. If we go and leave, you get pulled out, but look! Felstab! Standing guard inside of the memory.
Yeah, why could she summon Velstad?
No one really knows on that one. Might just be the devs being extra mean. Oh. So, the Drake Knights would lay siege upon the monastery. They would destroy everything in their path, persecuting both civilians and soldiers alike. Every man, woman, child, elder, anything, they just cut them down. Until they reached the Slumbering Dragon, in which the leader of the Drake Knights, I have his ring. The leader of the Drake Knights, Jorg, was the one of which that pierced a giant spear into the dragon to try and, if you will, draw blood. All he did was wake up the dragon, as well as unleash the poison, in which the poison would completely flood the entirety of the city and kill almost every instant. Those who survived would be addled so much in the mind, plagued so much by poison, that they're no longer really all there. Just attacking anything that they see trying to enter into their kingdom. With the Drake Knights in the bottom, also being addled too, but still somewhat sane. With the monarch dying alongside with sin, hence why the crown was all the way down there. Crown of the sunken king who once ruled this land. The king erected the eternal sanctum below the earth to worship the great dragon. But the towering bulwark crumbled with the city shortly after the dragon's awakening. But these were events of long ago, and today, no one even remembers the king's name. I like to fully believe that when we go into the Sunken Kingdom DLC place and whatnot, I like to believe that whenever we're doing this, we go back in time. To a time before everything was the way it was. Remember in Black Gulch how there was a giant skeleton remains? I like to believe that was Sin. Laying there. Yeah. The Drakeblood helm, by the way, reads, Black Helm of the Drakeblood Knights, who came from a land long forgotten. The Drakeblood Knights, who worshipped the blood of dragons, were led by Sir Jorg in a siege of the Eternal Sanctum, but sunk into the sanctum when the slumbering dragon awoke. The red cloth wrapped around their black armor represents the sacred blood of dragons. I also want to point out something of which I put away a bit ago in the box here. The Sanctum Knight helm, which reads, Helm of the Sanctum Knights. The Sanctum Knights renounced their own flesh to eternally guard the Sanctum from Sir Jorg and his Drakeblood Knights, i.e. those Phantom Spectral Warrior people. They're the only unique ones that are like that. And technically speaking, because they renounced their flesh, were the only ones spared from being poisoned and addled like everyone else was. Along with those weird singing priestesses that were also down there, along with Halak. Lastly, we have the 2 souls that we gain from this DLC. The only 2. Soul of Alana I'll read after, but here we have the Soul of Sin. Put your cat down before she mouths into the mic.
I was keeping her away from the mouse just in case.
So this reads, Soul of, I believe it's Sin, right?
Yeah.
S-I-N-H?
Yeah.
Sin the dragon, who sleeps in the lowermost depths of the land, of this land. The king erected a magnificent city, and the dragon slept soundly until Sir Yorg disturbed it with a single great strike, and the dragon could bear its store of poison no longer. The reign of death toppled the city, but restored the dragon purity. Essentially, that's the reason why the dragon was awake, able to run around, fly, and so on and so forth again. It was reawakened, and is able to expel the poisons that once kept it asleep. But of course, it destroyed the whole of everything. And Soul of Alana, Squalid Queen reads, Soul of Alana, Squalid Queen, who rests beside the slumbering dragon of the eternal sanctum. This child of dark accompanies the dragon, slowly amassing souls in anticipation of the coming day of vengeance. Essentially vengeance for the destruction of her kingdom and everything else. Now here's where things get a little bit topsy-turvy. Some people like to believe that these Drake Knights were sent out by Vendrick himself to try and conquer these kingdoms. That's not the case. These Drake Knights are completely on their own. This happened at a time before Vendrick even became Lord of Drangleic. So then what are these guys then, right? Just knights from a distant kingdom way in the past that also toppled eventually. That's all they are. And this is where it gets really interesting, technically speaking. It is theorized, it's not confirmed, but it's not denied either. But it is theorized that Alana was the one who secretly contacted the Drake Knights. Why? Bringing them in, bringing massive ruin to her very kingdom, along with her king. Take note, she was alive. She was immune to poison. And she was amassing souls. The souls of the dead.
Why would she do that?
No idea, to be honest. I mean, I know why, but I can't tell you until we beat the game. All I will tell you is to remember, if we will, A, the shape of his soul, and B, this child of dark. That's all you gotta remember, okay?
But if she invited the dragon slayers over there...
She didn't invite them in the sense of inviting them happily. Inviting them as in giving them a backdoor key in a sense. It's theorized that she knew that piercing the dragon's hide like that would cause it to wake up, and thus spew poison everywhere, destroying everything.
Well, why would she want her own kingdom?
I can't tell you because we need to beat the game first, because I can't explain it to you because it spoils the game. Sit and wait. Okay. I'm not saying it's a definite theory. I'm saying it can neither be confirmed nor can it be denied. For all we know, the Drinkbloods were completely independent. For all we know, maybe they weren't. No one knows. But the theory that Vendrick sent them is... that's right out there. Because you don't see anything of Vendrick anywhere here. Nowhere. None of his Dragon Knights, none of his soldiers, none of his anything. Nothing mentioning Vendrick at all. So there we go. In the next episode, I shall be going to here, Broom Tower. where, personally to me, this is one of my more favorite places in regards of level design, but it's still not my favorite place in the entire game. We'll get to that eventually, don't worry. So, until then everyone, be a huge, huge favor, and be one with the dark.
See you next time.
Ah.